Anyway, you probably recognize this place. Welcome back to the Drowning Wench.
Oh? Okay. I have not been looking. Oh, welcome to the Drowning Wench.
We're at the Drowning Wench. Again.
I didn't add my new skill. Do I just have it now?
Oh,
I do.
I stuck it in there. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, I was like,
Anyway, this is a wrestling scene. Mostly wrestling scenes in Fabula Ultima means it's just more time for RPing, etc. that you normally wouldn't do in between, like, action scene to action scene. It's during these times that you get a full heal and you get to make a bond with something or someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go ahead, just you know where the bond things are. You can.
Let us RP the bond.
What was my first bond? Did we ever put in the first bond? We didn't, did we?
No, this is your very first bond.
Fuck? Does she bond with things? I don't know.
You can bond with something or someplace. It doesn't have to be a person.
You
can have a bond towards a homeland.
Yeah. Shit.
Bond al amigo.
Her al amigo?
Exactly. Basically, I gotta make her have some kind of loyalty or bond, right? Because she don't know this guy yet. He's just a person.
Hey, he's been quite nice.
He has been quite nice for the 3 hours I have known him. What does she feel? Admiration? Loyalty? Affection? What do you mean? We've known each other for 3 hours! That's not...
Oh, you're friends.
Alright, I'll set the scene, then you'll make more friends with each other.
Are people friends that fast? Am I the problem?
It can be.
Really? We'll say she has affection for Gridania.
That
there
works.
we go. And that's her one bond.
Good friend Raid.
We've known each other for 3 hours.
You know what? I don't think Raid wants to continue being nice to this lady.
What the fuck does that mean? You put Alamiga!
Yeah, but you also put it's fine. You'll have a chance to make another bond later.
I am 100% memeing.
I know you are.
Anyway, it is Drowning Wench. You've been in town for, let's just call it a day. You've been here for a day. Y'all are, believe it or not, having a good old Limsa Laminsa lunch, which mostly consists of, I think they mostly eat fish here. I hope y'all like fish.
Laminsa.
Yeah. But, it's lunchtime. You two are eating each other. Did you invite anyone else in the city that you know, or is it just the two of you awkwardly eating lunch next to each other?
Raid isn't awkward at all. He likes sour cream. Unlike some people.
What the fuck? Sour cream doesn't hate Raid. She just doesn't know Raid. She's beginning to trust Raid.
We've been friends for 3 hours.
Oh my god!
Just the lack of trust on display.
Sour tried to invite the pink cat girl, specifically. Unfortunately, though, she said she might come and then didn't show up.
Yeah, I don't know, the last time you checked, she was drowning somewhere.
Oh god.
Yeah, she
that happens, though.
She sent a person who was like, yeah, she's busy, she was drowning, we're sorry.
Oh, okay. That happens every so often with her.
Yeah. You didn't really catch who it was this Ara who looked really familiar, but at the same time not. You feel like you've seen him before.
He's really nice. He looked really disappointed.
Anyway, it's been about a day. What have you guys done during your Limsa Laminsa? You go sightseeing, you attempted to peddle some wares, talk to some people?
I definitely tried to sell materia.
If
sour cream came along, I was going to teach her the art of avoiding a scam.
Okay, well, Sour Cream has been wandering around the city trying to jog her memories, as the innkeeper at Gridania suggested. It's not working very well. She just remembers that she doesn't like the ocean. The ocean isn't sitting well with her for some reason.
Imagine not liking being moist.
Mm.
Being moist is fun.
She also, almost got mugged, but it's fine. She didn't get mugged. People are pretty kind around here, funny enough. You think they would all be thieves, but it seems like thieves don't like people encroaching on their territory, so...
I mean, they're just pirates.
Yeah.
They're not pirates anymore. They're technically pirates. There's another word for it that I'm forgetting, but
Privateers?
Smugglers.
yeah, they all call themselves different things, but they're not technically pirates anymore.
Definitely pirates.
It's probably pirates.
Sour Cream did end up meeting up with Raidriar at one point. Probably on accident, not gonna lie.
He cries.
It's not what? It's a coincidence! I'm...
Not friends. It's too late to apologize.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Raid is down. He probably succeeds. Not amazingly, but Gridania, unlike old Limsa, has a lot of very drunk, very rich people willing to be parted from their money.
I can see that, yeah. Like,
And Raid, despite all odds, is a good salesman.
let's just say you two plop down. You somehow ended up into drowning lunch at the same time, going for a spot of lunch. This has no bearing on what's gonna happen next. I'm not gonna, like... God. What would you two gravitate towards for lunch? I'm curious. What would Raid and Sour Cream tend towards?
I have never once thought about her eating habits. I
It's
think she
fine.
just goes for whatever's suggested.
Lambs.
Lambs?
Lambs.
Clams.
I said lambs.
So- Sour Cream ends up eating clams as well.
There's just one giant clam bucket in the middle.
He's teaching her the best way to shuck and eat clams most efficiently.
She's strangely efficient at this.
He doesn't get to eat clams when he's not in Limsa,
Clams
and
are
it's
a
one of his
local
favorite
delicacy.
foods. Yeah. Dude
I'll note
fucking
that
loves
down. I'll note
clams.
that down when the giant clams start attacking you. Likes clams.
Fire boils them, eats them. Delicious.
Malicious clams. Anyway, at some point, Nipor probably just walks by. By the way, just to let you two guys, know that we do have a bit of a kidnapping problem going on at the moment.
What a
So-
thing to mention.
Well, just one thing to mention. We do have a kidnapping problem with them. We're investigating it, and we're working on resolving it. But I would recommend keeping an eye on each other. Okay? They don't.
Man, we're having lunch.
I know, but normally they don't tend towards people who look like they know how to handle themselves. From what we've seen.
I like to imagine both of you guys end up looking at Sour Cream, who has a clam shoved into her mouth
Yeah.
mid-chewing.
Nipor kind of leads over to Raid. Maybe just keep an eye on that one.
I will.
Okay, that puts my heart at ease. Anyway, she looks at her stopwatch. Okay, there goes my 5-minute break. I gotta get back to Melvin's Gate.
Well,
Here's the
have a
way.
good rest of the day.
Yep, call me if you guys need anything. Or don't, I don't really care. She hops into her local hops into the elevator and goes down. Baderon comes by with yet another clam bucket. How many clam buckets have you guys gone through?
Oh, quite a few.
I like to imagine that Sour Cream keeps up with Raidriar and pace, but it's just like one of them is eating very violently and the other one is very elegant about it.
Anyway, Baderon comes by. Yeah, here's your, I don't know, your 11th bucket? That sounds good, right? No, it'd be an even number since you're both eating. Oh wait, here's your 12th buckets. Alright, seeing as you two are still in Limsa, how would you fancy a trip outside of the city walls?
I think that would be a very good idea. She has not asked Raidriar for permission. She has already decided she is going.
Okay. I still have things to sell. You guys have fun.
All right. Sour is going.
Sour is going.
Raid is going to follow at a distance like a very creepy person.
She can't be trusted alone, but she also needs to have her independence.
Anyway, and he kind of fully turns to... He gives, like the conspirator wink towards, Raid. Okay, I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of, Summerford Farms. Have you ever heard of the place?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, the owner, Stalwern, he's an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a little bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another and or two, and your name sprang to mind. And I gave both of you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. Please.
Okie doke.
Because fun fact, I get a finder's fee out of this. So work hard, you two. The place ain't
Raid
hard to
understands
find.
a profit motive.
Well, and I get to see some budding new adventures outside of Limzo Laminsa.
Let's stick with the profit motive. We both know what this is about. I'm kidding.
You're right. It's mostly the finder's fee.
I
Shakes
have
hands.
a job. Sour Cream's just like, what? Huh?
Yes, we have a job. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, I'll see it. I'll see it that you two get your money's worth out of this one. The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city, and he kind of points out towards one of the many roads of Limzo Laminsa.
Roger that.
And from there, you just follow the road northeast till you see it.
Every so often, Sour Cream goes off path and starts going another way for adventure.
As you start going, he kind of gives you, all right, merchants rule number 1. Repeat customers can usually be trusted. However, always trust no one.
Sour Cream's mouth is left agape, and she's just sort of staring at you, and then looking around.
She's
like,
nodding
you
like
can.
he said something like wise.
Yeah, she's like physically trying to like process that information and make it make sense. And she's kind of gaslighting herself into thinking it's because of her, and like she just doesn't know a lot
Nope.
right now, but like if she knew a little bit more, she would understand.
Snaps fingers. Anyway, since you two are outside of the city, there are traveling rules for Fabula Ultima. The general gist of it is, one of you gets to pick to roll a dice. And depending on how it goes, you might run into an encounter or not.
I want to roll the dice. Sour Cream wanders off.
Alright, so this is a d8 roll. It goes from d6 to d20. Basically, like, the more dangerous it is, the more chances you have of, like, encountering something.
Okay.
And basically, it's 6 or above, danger happens. Thankfully,
Okay.
since we are rather close to Limzo Laminsa, it's not that dangerous. But it's still a d8.
Okay. How do I roll again? Real quick?
/ roll and 1d8. Oh, that's not good. I hope you don't have my luck. You avoided running... Oh, no, that's Raid. Sour
Wait, no,
wanted
it's
to
me! It's me! I'm just trying to figure it!
Ah.
1d8?
Yeah. / roll
How do I-
space 1d8.
Oh, okay.
That's the general roll command.
7!
7. You run into something.
Oh boy.
In fact, you run into something right outside of the city gates. You haven't even left. Like, you've barely left Limzo Laminsa.
Awesome. Fantastic.
You see, so, you probably noticed at some point, but Limsa Lumence's main peacekeeping force are called the Yellow Jackets. They mainly patrol roads and stuff. And, like,
The
guard.
pirates!
Yeah, but they are called the Yellow Jackets because, as you might have aware, they wear a whole lot of yellow. It's not a good outfit. It's not a good outfit.
Oh.
But the second you leave the city gates, you see, like, this Yellow Jacket up to you two. Are you two adventurers, and can you fight?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are-
Yes. She just, like, begins shaking her head aggressively.
Alright, good. And, I've decided it's the Shino. This Keeper of the Sun Makote kind of does the Yellow Jacket salute. It's kind of weird, but it's like, it's the most similar to, like, an actual salute you would do. Believe it or not, I looked this up. They do have the most similar one. My name's Private Hamusa, and, you're not gonna believe this, but a horde of sheep is approaching the city.
And this is a problem?
Yes, you see, they're actually very more aggressive than usual. I think they're diseased in some way. And
Oh.
it'd be, well, I guess it wouldn't be that much of an issue if they got into the city, but it would be a bit of just a little bit of a problem if we had a bunch of diseased sheep running around. They might, in fact, endanger some of the lambs we keep for food consumption. And I was tasked with recruiting adventurers to help take them out.
Oh, shouldn't the farmers be responsible for their flock?
Well, these are a lot of wild sheep.
You have wild sheep?
Yeah, most sheep are wild.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I've never seen a wild sheep before, but the mushrooms in the forest aren't very friendly.
Yeah, sheep don't tend to be in forests. They like plains.
Yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, we do have we do have a lot of sheep around here, and most of the wild ones are just ones that escape, and you know, some are native too. But we already have some Yellow Jackets handling some. But if you guys could handle a small crowd, that would be great. So rest assured, you will be compensated by the Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
Sour Cream is beginning to understand that Raidriar just says yes to the word money, and not
Correct.
really any other context. So she usually has continued to like start looking up.
Money. Yeah. Money.
Anyway, I get to play a sound effect. Welcome to an actual fate. This is called On the Lam.
Oh.
Yay! Beat 'em up.
Well, the Yellow Jack kind of directs you to, like, a horde of sheep, and they look ornery, you would say.
Oh, pissed.
Has Sour Cream ever seen a sheep before?
No, this is her first time. Well, no, wait. She's seen some sheep in like the farms near Gridania, like individual farms, but like never more than like a few at a time. She's literally never heard of a wild sheep before. Most animals are all like controlled species, unless it's the plant things in the forest or the giant insects.
Oh, I forgot about that. That is a thing they do. Alright, don't worry. These sheep aren't very hard, because they aren't sheep. Sour, you haven't really seen sheep before? Well, you have once or twice, but you would call these a bit more aggressive than the ones you used to. They just... I don't know, they just feel more aggressive.
It's like pigs versus wild boars.
Yeah. Mr. Raid, you can tell these sheep are more aggressive, not because you know about, you know, you're a big sheep person, just they have glowing red eyes, which probably isn't a good sign.
It's not normal.
That's not normal. Sour's just like, oh, so they normally have red eyes? No.
No. That is incorrect. I forget, can you just roll initiative off your sheet? I think so.
Yeah, okay, so both of you roll initiative. Who wants to lead in this fight?
No.
Alright, Ray, looks like you're leading. Don't worry, you get to roll too, Sour Cream. Because your roll helps his roll.
I like the upside down one. Okay, my roll helps that roll. All
Yes.
right, hold on. Let me open up my thing again.
Do you know
'Cause it
how?
closed.
Do you know how sheep in Final Fantasy attack?
It's the bonk.
They bonk and they roll at you.
Oh god.
That's what that upside down sheep is attempting to represent. Or maybe it's just upside down. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I just like imagine him upside down like a fucking turtle or something. Like he just can't. His body's too round.
He's trying his best.
Roll?
Yep.
Just like a regular roll, right? For initiative?
No, there's an initiative button you can click. It's like it's below your Fabula points. Let's go. Anyway, so the way it works, the person who's leading, their roll is just like straight up their roll. But if the other person rolls over the enemy's initiative, you get a point to yours.
Okay.
So funny enough, since Sour passed hers, that makes it 6, so you guys get to go because their initiative is exactly 6. I'm gonna give it to attackers.
Yay!
Wee.
Anyway, so now the order goes player, sheep, player, sheep. These dudes aren't very hard, so don't worry. Who wants to go first?
Sure.
Alright, Raid, it's your move.
Alrighty. You know what time it is.
You're gonna punch something in the face with a shield?
Correct.
I honestly, like, imagine Raidriar has, like, a shield with, like, a sticky hand on it, and he just fucking throws something and pulls it back.
Does a 6 hit?
Oh, I'm looking at your character sheet. Whoops.
Let's say hell no, it doesn't on that.
Yeah. I like to imagine, like, it's not even, like, you're dual-wielding shields, you just have a shield on top of another shield. In the,
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a double
mistaken
shield.
belief that it hits harder.
Very dense.
I will tell you that the sheep rolls out of the way of your shield hit. Like, this is a fast sheep. You've never seen, like, this sheep, like, went into turbo
shit.
mode. Like, it's like you walk up thinking it's gonna be easy, you swing, but this sheep, like, reflex, like, rolls up into a ball and just, like, rolls, like, 2 feet back.
Did I just
I
get
thought
dodged by a
diseases were
sheep?
supposed to debilitate things.
Funny
Well,
enough, these sheep are very, very fast.
yeah, these guys got juice.
Yeah, these sheep got juice. So it misses, but now it is a sheep turn. I need to roll up the wheel of names.
I'm really not fond of your obsession with wheels. I don't like games of chance.
Pin! That!
I mean, I'm
Wait,
trying to
I fucking
emulate,
love
like-
games. Why are you playing D&D then?
Like, because I don't want to be unfair.
I love characters. I hate things happening to those characters.
That's fair. Okay, it is on repeat. Alright, I will tell you, the sheep swings for Sour. One of them, anyway. Does an 11
me.
hit.
No.
An 11 does not hit, really? Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. I'm beefy.
No, in your case, I think it's just you're really good at dodging.
True.
Because Dex is kind of rolled up into, like, the defensive stat for everybody. But I think it just means different things. Alright. Sour Cream. You see a bunch of sheep start rolling towards you, and these things are faster than you would expect, but you just dodge out of the way of, like, 3 sheep attempting to pull you over.
Oh.
Oh god, they're rolling.
Rolling, rolling, let's
Anyway,
keep this
Sours,
thing
it's your
moving.
turn.
Alright, be-doo-boop, bop, be-dee-dee-dee-dee. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I haven't really looked at any of my stuff. I'm gonna use Barrage!
Alright, so that means, you just hit the thing twice, so you just roll once and you'll see if it hits.
Okay.
And then you just roll your normal attack.
Okay. Wait, I just rolled Barrage and all it did was, huh?
Yeah, but Barrage affects your, when you perform a ranged attack. It's like a modifier to your
Oh,
thing.
Okay, so it's just like I use
Yeah.
my regular bow attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way multi works is that you can... Multi just means you hit 2 targets, but since this is a horde, you just hit the horde twice.
Okay.
2 thumbs up in the camera.
Where is my short bow?
It is under your equipment.
Yeah, 11.
Wow, you both rolled the exact same attack roll.
You both headbutt each other.
Unfortunately, a 6 does not hit.
Oh no.
These are some really fast sheep.
My sweet sheep.
Yeah.
I don't think we're good at video games.
I will say, sorry, you do have a move that would make these things slower, I believe.
Hold. I'm mathing. I have to. How do I read my skills again?
When you click on your things, it has like a little edit icon.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, that's how you open it. Or you can just roll it. I won't mind if you fill up the chat. If you need a reminder what Shaken and Slow does, it's in gameplay mechanics, status effects, but Shaken lowers your willpower die, while Slow lowers your dexterity die. And as I said, dexterity is the one that revolves around defense.
Okay, thank you. So I'll use Venomous Bite next turn instead, maybe.
Yeah,
Venomous
you still
Bite?
have to hit it, but... yeah.
True.
Anyway, the Sheep Horde attacks Raid.
Aha! Come at me, fluff monsters!
Right when you say that, like, you see every sheep, like, robotically
fuck.
turn to you and start rolling in place, like it's doing a
fuck.
Sonic spin dash.
Oh fuck. I have talked shit. It is now time to get hit.
It only rolled a 10.
I know.
But you
My
kind of like
AC
shield
is-
up, but you
You're
now know
playing
how
dodgeball.
you now know how it feels to be run over by multiple sheep. It didn't hurt you, mind, but it felt very odd and very hot. Hot
Ow.
as in temperature, not like you found it
Yeah.
hot.
They tried to hit me
God.
with the way the bees kill wasp strat.
Yeah,
They surround me and they overheat them.
but we have rolled back around. Who wants to go first?
Me, I guess.
Alright, Sour Cream, it's your move.
Alright, I'm gonna use Venomous Bite, and I just roll like a regular roll, yeah?
Yeah, you just roll it. You just have to pray you hit it.
Okay. I'm hoping it's because I didn't roll while looking at it last time. Boom. Alright, yeah!
Alright. I don't know, do you want that to deal damage, or...
Kill it? What do you mean?
It won't kill it, but you can choose to make it easier to hit from now on, or just deal the 18 damage. You don't have to use Venomous Bite.
18 damage is a lot of damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I will take that.
You will take the damage. Alright. Sour Cream, you have managed to hit some sheep, and you have taken out some.
Woo!
You trick shot
Alright.
some sheep. Here we go. Let's just say 2. I didn't count how many sheep. I just started copy-pasting them. Alright. The sheep horde is angry. They attack Raid again.
If the anger.
You have angered
Why
the sheep
me?
horde.
She's the one who shot
They have
you.
rolled an 18,
Christ.
and they are attacking Raid.
At least I'm doing my fucking job as the tank.
Raid, like, instead of going after the lizard who attacked them, they go after you.
What can I do?
And you see just one sheep in particular, like, it starts rolling really fast. And it just keeps rolling and rolling. It's literally a Sonic spin dash, or just launching himself at you. Like,
Please help.
you take most of the blow, but wow, you didn't think a fluffy projectile could hurt this hard. But you've taken 13 damage.
That's not much.
Yeah, that's not much compared to Raid's.
Oh.
66 health.
If that hit me, though, I'd scream.
Yeah,
How much did I take?
13.
Alright.
Alright, but it is now Raid's turn.
I'm gonna punt them into the sky with my shield. Yeah!
Alright, you've dealt 14 damage to some sheep, and as you said, you have punted some sheep into a nearby river. That's probably
Dick.
fine. Somebody will fish him out.
Yeah. You need to cool off.
Hey, you equip him with a one-liner. Alright. You say you cut down the sheep horde by about half, but you've angered the sheep horde.
Oh god.
They attack
horde
you
is coming.
again.
Why?
I don't control the wheel. Thankfully, they do not hit you this time. More sheep kind of run at you, but they don't hit as hard as that one sheep. The one sheep is the upside down sheep, by the way. We roll over. It is round 3.
Me.
Okay.
Alright, Sour, it's your move.
Alright. We're gonna do Venomous Bite. I think for realsies this time.
Alright,
Instead of just holding back on that.
Yeah, let's see if you hit it.
Yeah.
You hit it.
Yay! Now we're gonna slow it.
Now you're gonna slow it. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have a... Here, oh, there's a slow effect. It's like restrained instead, but it works. Wait, you have slowed the horde now that their dexterity die has been reduced by 1. Boop. Which makes their defense a lot worse. Anyway. Actually, wait. Oh yeah, and it affected their attack. Their dex is one of their hits. They go for Sour this time, but it does not hit. It successfully dodged out of the way of a poison sheep.
What?
Yeah, that's what Venomous Bite does.
Oh, no, you said a poisoned sheep, but I heard a poisoned sheep. I was like, you're going to poison me?
The poison sheep.
The sheep pulls out a shiv and shanks you. The shiv is poisoned. Anyway, Raid.
Mm-hmm.
It's your move.
It's your... I'm just gonna fucking slap him with my shield again.
Alright, you hit it and deal 13 damage.
Die.
You would say the sheep horde is getting down to its, like, final few members. Including the still upside down sheep.
Final form.
Final form, upside down sheep. Who will the sheep attack? They will attack or Raid Shadow Legends. They do not hit.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Anyway, we roll up to presumably the final turn. Anyway, it is your guys' go. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
You'll go.
Yeah.
12. You have defeated the final sheep lays before you. It is the upside down sheep. Which stares at you with somehow bloodlust in its eyes. Or rabies. It's one of those two.
Let's kick it up.
Probably the rabies.
Probably the rabies. Anyway, it's Sour's turn.
Oh! Is it my turn? I thought everything was dead.
Yeah, you're down on the final sheep.
Oh, okay.
I just fudged with the turn order, so now it only has one turn after both of you.
Really? Why?
Because I cut down the horde, and I don't think one sheep would have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I closed my journal on accident again. I'm really bad about that. Alright, I'm just gonna hit it with a little shooty arrow.
Alright, shoot it with your silly little arrow.
My silly little arrow.
Alright, and you've defeated your final sheep. You overkilled it by 2, even.
The sheep are dead.
The sheep are dead. You are now... I've conferred the title Bane of Sheep upon both of you.
Thanks.
Yay! Sheepless behavior.
I hope our early on like success animations is Raidriar looking like actually successful, and like sour cream just looking at the dead like, oh.
We made them die.
We made money. Oh.
Anyway, the private Humasa comes back to the both of you. And she kind of hands you, like, a small pouch containing, I don't know, like, 50 gil each. 50 zenit. That's probably it. I'm spitballing this.
We got zenit. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, as Humasa kind of gives Sours her little handful of gil. Like, don't feel too bad over the sheep. Sometimes you have to cull the horde to make sure the rest don't become too diseased for come winter.
What kind
Anyway,
of
we'll get
disease makes them stronger?
No, this is just how sheep are around here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oddly horrifying.
yeah, it's why a lot of our farmhands tend to be former pirates.
Oh! Sour cream is understanding. She is connecting the dots.
It's not off. It's more common now since the calamity, but a lot of former pirates traded their sea legs for land legs.
Oh.
So a lot of them work at farms and the like nowadays. Anyway, she gives one more bow. It's I gotta get back to my post. Thank you for helping. Alright, some farmers will come by and shear the wool off these sheep, so at least they aren't dead for nothing. And she gives a yellow jacket salute for running off. Wait, you two were traveling before this entire sheep encounter. But after a bit of a walk, you've made it. You've made it to Summerford. Boop. Anyway, welcome to Summerford. It's a nice looking place. It's actually like kind of two-tiered in a way. It's very neat. It looks like they built it around a hill, and on the path over, you see a lot of the farms, and it looks like they mostly do oranges here. Huh. I hope you guys know what an orange is.
No.
Never had one.
I never had one. Alright. Anyway, you wander into the gates of Summerford, and you both kind of wander around a bit. There's a lot of, like... You can tell it's kind of a lot of former pirates. These dudes look a lot more scarred than you would expect. And a lot of them aren't really, just from like a general like feel, some of them aren't too happy with what they've ended up with, but you know, a job's a job, so that they do it. It's kind of that, like, you know, that reluctant kind of,
It's whatever puts food on the table.
Yeah, this is how life is. You get that kind of feel.
Yeah.
But you eventually find what you assume is the person in charge, mostly because they seem like the tallest person here. And it's just big, stout Rogadin fella, who kind of looks at you. He doesn't have a pirate accent. Yay. Ah, you must be the adventurers Bateron promised to send along. He kind of pulls out, like, a little note. Sour cream and Raidriar, correct?
Correct. Except it's Raidriar, but also correct.
Squints.
I've heard it pronounced several ways.
He kind of makes a note. Raidriar, okay. Is it okay if I call you Raid?
Sure. Perfect, that's my nickname.
Alright, Sour and Raid. Alright, you two honored his word, so that's a pretty good start. I'm Stalwern, the old bastard he might have called me. It's nice to meet the two of you, and he gives you, like, the firmest handshake you two have experienced up till now.
What's the overall issue we're looking at?
Alright, so, this here is my humbled orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses, and he kind of, like, motions towards the fields and a lot of his workers. They once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity kind of ruined our ship, like it did so many others. And I've been injured to the point where I can't really handle the rigors of sea life anymore. And as captain, I had to feed myself and my crew somehow. And Admiral Mermobib, she had an initiative set. We needed more people to run the fields after the calamity. So it seemed we got a nice little we're subsidized by the government a little bit. And working the fields just seemed like too fine an offer to refuse.
Yeah, good retirement.
You would think so, but you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate, as it were.
Raid
a lot
like
of my blokes just
scratching his chin.
Yeah.
This is in Summerford, right?
Yeah, this is Summerford.
Raid is like scratching his chin and then looking over to the very, very close sea.
It's a metaphor.
Ah.
Anyway,
Raid is like slowly ending up as a mix of himbo and like salesman.
a lot of my blokes just never took the time to the soil, and a lot of the botanists we called in from Gridania just... they're having a time trying to teach my lads. And
Yeah.
anyway,
I can tell. Cut to some Gridanian muttering some kind of curse that it's only Gridanian native in the corner. Sour's just staring.
you overhear, like, conversation. So, you make a hole in the soil, and you put the seed, and you cover it. So, I eat the seed.
Cover it!
And
Big,
they're not having a good time.
big first day working at Retail Energy.
Anyway, we have a bunch of random work piling up, and I need some tougher souls like you to step in and help where it's needed. So, real quick, what would you two say your strengths lie?
He hefts up the two very heavy shields.
I have been told my aim is well.
Well, there is some combat duties, but I was thinking more... I want you two to
I
get
am
something
very
like this.
strong. I am also good at selling people things.
That's the thing I was looking for, lad.
Ah!
And, you, Miss Sour Cream?
Sour Cream is just sort of like staring off into the distance. Sometimes looks up to make eye contact. Almost says something and then looks away and starts thinking again.
It's okay, I can wait. 2 minutes pass. 3 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. They have stopped paying attention. And now, like, Raid and, like, Stalwart are kind of, like, discussing just oranges.
Yeah.
Oh, you've never had an orange, lad?
Fucking love oranges, man.
Are you lying?
What?
Are you lying? Are you trying to, like, hype up, like, oranges, even though you've never seen one?
No, he unironically loves the oranges. He has a thing for citrus fruits. Lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, they're all amazing.
That's what I like to hear. Here's a Summerford orange. Give it a shot.
Yeah! And in a very strange, you watch as he eats the orange normally, but he holds onto the peel, and then you watch him start chewing the peel.
Ah, you're one of those. And he turns back to
Where the
Sour.
nutrients are. Yep.
You figured out what you're good at yet, Les?
I have been told people are nice to me easier than other people.
That's it.
I am trustworthy?
He kind of looks you up and down. How do you feel about field work?
I have not done it before.
Well, judging from your demeanor, I'm gonna say you're one of them Gridanian folk, so you can go... maybe you can go pick up something. Maybe a Gridanian, would learn better from a
Fucking
Gridanian.
Gridanian.
Yeah, and you can learn, maybe you can teach a few of our lads too.
Sour Cream does a Gridanian salute and heads off.
Anyway, you go off to the Gridanian, and the Gridanian looks very relieved to have someone that... Would you say you would pick it up easily?
You might have to re-explain to her what certain things do. Because she's only been taught how to defend herself, so she looks at everything through the, like, aspect that it could be a weapon. She might go a little too hard at, like, tilling the soil. You know what I mean?
Anyway, before you go, Stalwart kind of chucks you like an orange, and here, have a taste of the crop we grow here. It's a Summerford quality orange.
But what's it called?
It's an orange.
But what's it called?
It's called an orange.
Sour Cream is confused. She does not understand why she keeps just saying its color. But she accepts that sometimes things are best left unknown. And she takes a bite out of it, because she did not see it get peeled earlier. She was too lost in thought. She is not fond of oranges, she decides, and continues to eat it.
Dollar does not say anything, but you can tell that he's thinking very loudly. Wow, adventurers are some weird folk. Would Raid correct Sour? Mr. Raid?
I did not hear you, guys.
Oh, you just saw Sour Cream take a bite out of an orange like it was an apple. Would Raid step in to correct this grievous misunderstanding?
No, because at the end of the day, she's getting everything she needs. She has the skin, the flesh, it's fine. I would just say avoid the seeds.
Alright, Stalwart hands you, like, a few crates of oranges, and he tells you, it's like, right, most of the time we sell our stock in bulk to the Limbs Elements and markets, but sometimes we go around with crates to try to sell them to some of the local Yellow Jackets on patrol. It's like a give and take thing, you see. We give them on, like...
How much per crate?
Per crate, thinks how much
The
an
main
orange
thing-
is in Final Fantasy.
You don't need to worry about like actual numbers. The main thing Reed is wondering is he's doing mental calculations to see if they're charging as much as they can and getting the most profit.
It's $250. Let's say $250.
Not
a
like-
crate.
Yeah, not like an overage. Does Raid think they could bump that price up to about $275?
From what you understand, this price is mostly given as a courtesy, but you could bump it up if you wanted to.
So it's more expensive than it should be already.
It's close to like market price, just because you don't bite the hand that protects your farm, kind of deal. At the same time, you could probably go a bit higher.
If he's going to go up to enough that it's not egregious, and he's going to sell it at the same price to the Yellow Jackets, but he's going to suggest later that they up the price for non-government picks.
Alright, and both of you have, hopefully, a productive workday. But,
Can you play the success sound again as Sour Cream learns how to do farming?
there's your success
There we
sound.
go.
Yeah.
I'll play it again for Raid.
Me teaching them sophisticated market economic forces.
Sour Cream has learned how to use a hoe in the background.
We take it. Now, you guys get to decide. Do you guys want it to be dinner time or lunchtime?
Lunchtime.
It's a rest
feel
scene
like
either way.
No, it should be dinner time actually, because we were having clams earlier, and I think morning clams is disgusting. So.
But afternoon clams, that's alright.
Yeah.
Really, morning clams disgusting? Seafood's good in the morning. It's high in
Salmon is
protein,
good in the
starts to do
morning.
well.
Smoked salmon
You know
is
what?
good in the
What
morning.
do you think it is? Because Sour Cream was following Raidriar's lead, so it could have been morning clams.
clams is a good like light breakfast or lunch option. So it's probably like 4 or 5 p.m. Probably
Alright,
dinner,
so-
early dinner.
Yeah, early dinner, let's call it that. Anyway, both of you come back from your respective tasks after, like, the dinner bell is rung. And,
I've made good profit from my new friends.
Yeah, but, I probably should have mentioned this, but this will be, like, a it's like a one-night job kind of deal.
Mhm.
So, thankfully, you do get beds. But, both of you are kind of, like, led to, like, a table, and you're actually eating with Stalwart. Like, he has his own personal table, while the rest of the workers are kind of, like... They're eating at, like, a long table, you know? They're pirates, so it's a healthy atmosphere. But, this is a resting scene, so you can go ahead and make a bond with another thing, just because I think you guys need more bonds with people. Or places.
Okay. Now he makes a bond with sour cream.
Yeah, now we make a bond with Raidriar.
Now you make a bond with
Now
each
we're
other.
friends.
Now we are friends. We have bonded after our
I
shared
wouldn't.
lamb trauma.
Let's go just mutual respect.
Mutual respect.
Chunk. Chunk.
And let me know when you guys are done bonding.
What the fuck? I don't like these choices.
It's kind of weird in it. It's hard
I
to
just
contain the full.
generalized them.
It's hard to contain the full emotional spectrum.
We'll say loyalty for now. It's not truly loyalty.
Trust
but
is
Damn.
equitable to loyalty.
These friends are not loyal.
these hoes ain't loyal. Listen, you could turn out bad tomorrow, and sour cream would have to kill you.
Raid is a mix of himbo and salesman. He is Fred Jones, just with
He
more
is.
street savvy.
Would he cry?
Yes.
Would he cry like Fred does over traps?
I have feelings, Oral, for traps. Fucking love Mystery Incorporated. It's so good. For traps and Daphne. He's such a himbo in that series. I love him.
Anyway, both of you are at the head table. Both of you have pretty obviously a more fanciful dinner than the rest of the dudes. Not to say it's not like bad, but it's like pork chops braised with like a little citrusy glaze.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm thinking of food because I am hungry. Also, I can flex my cooking knowledge. Yeah, pork chop with a orange glaze. That doesn't sound too bad, actually. Huh. Alright, you're both kind of eating with Stalwart, and he kind of looks up to both of you. So, how was the work, you two? I tried giving you things that play to your strengths.
I learned about farming.
Ah, did you enjoy it, lass?
Yes.
That's good. I hear a lot of adventure types who tend to retire to farms and such.
Really? Her face is shoved full of food.
He kind of strokes his chin. I believe it's kind of like... It keeps people active.
Hmm.
And what about you, Mr. Raid?
I learned you were selling your product at a little less than 5. You're off by about 5% for maximum optimal profit without ripping people off. So and he's gonna pull out like a leaflet of suggestions for like making the most profit and giving the workers the most time off while maintaining maximum efficiency. Like he pulls out a business plan.
Oh, I see. So if I label them as Limson Grown, I can get a higher price?
Yep. People, and specifically, you wouldn't have to sell them for higher prices here, but I would recommend labeling them for export. The Gridanians fall for that shit all the time.
Sour cream has zoned out as soon as technical speak started because she does not understand the jargon. Zoned back in on that and did not like the
They
tone.
love the non-GMO aspect of it. You could make gangbusters off of that selling it to Gridanians.
Sour cream is staring and squinting. She senses something off about this. She cannot place it, She does not have enough knowledge to place it,
Don't worry
but she
about it.
does not like it.
Don't worry about it.
That was a firework. Anyway, squints as I look over my notes. Anyway, I do. You two have been even just for a day. You two have been a massive help on the farm, and I thank you for the attention you've given this place.
No problem.
I do have, maybe one more thing I wish for you to look into, though. Or you, tomorrow. For tomorrow, I won't force you to go out tonight. I shall lay before you two a sorry tale. Have either of you heard the rumors of the abductions?
Heard a bit.
Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Lim's Elemensa, as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. Now you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with our farms here? Well, I don't know quite yet, but seems the workers have been telling me there's been a collection of just unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up on the edges of the field and spying on my yeoman. Now, I don't think anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farm hands are convinced that their kidnappers of rumor come for their hides. Needless to say, they've been beside themselves with worry and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing when you're trying to adjust seamen to landmen. And that is what, as they say, where you come in. Can you two investigate these tattooed thugs for me?
Sure.
I will pay you in coin. I'm not gonna force you to do this. It'll be added on to whatever cut you're getting from Batteron.
After that. All
What
good,
say you,
Zora?
Les?
Okay.
Alright. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will resemble a working farm again.
Excellent.
Anyway,
At this point, Sour Cream has recognized that she has gone more places than she would have by following Raidriar's lead. So at this point, she's just sort of traveling along to experience things.
I suggest you two begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. And he kind of pulls out a map of Lim's Elemensa and the surrounding areas and kind of points to a certain spot. If retorts are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, lads. I can't say for certain what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, be on your guard, alright? Anyway, tell me where you two are from. Enough sour talk. Do either of you drink?
Oh, I definitely drink.
Alright. Oh god, has Sour ever drank?
That's what I was thinking. I think so, yes. Always in safe company. Probably the Innmaster in Gridania.
He kind of pours you two cups of Lim's Elements and wine. This is on me. Where are you two from? What are your histories? I've told you mine. Judging from the way you like coin, I assume you're from Ulda. And
Yep.
judging by your general demeanor, I assume you're from the forests.
This is what I have been told.
There's a story behind there. Interested in sharing?
I've been told not to share it.
That's fair. Old Stalwart has a few secrets or two. What about you, lad? How about you?
How did I get what?
How'd you get here? What brings
Oh, well. I've been doing this route for a while. I figured I'd get some adventuring work in while I'm doing a merchant. My family owns a materia shop back in Ulda, and, I'm trying to prove I can make my money before I inherit the family business.
And this conversation kind of continues out through the night. just general sharing of stories, considerations on farm work, etc., etc. But it's morning time. Alright, we move on to the next bit. It is morning time, and you go off dutifully to investigate something. Maybe kidnappers.
Maybe kidnappers.
It might even be kidnappers. Wait,
Could
you
be
go over to the place Stalwart kind of marked on your map for the both of you, and I activate this, and I wait for you two to catch up.
Prepare, raid eats an entire battle dance materia.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Swallows it whole, begins
Mhm.
glowing from the inside.
You've activated my final form, Chug.
Meanwhile,
What the hell is a materia?
in the background. No, I don't think sour cream would curse, ever.
I don't think you know enough about cursing yet.
Yeah, she knows what a curse is. She can recognize their Gridania curses because she's been taught by the innkeeper. But she, like, has been told not to use them, but has been taught what they are and, like, how to recognize them and in what context to be alarmed by them for her own safety.
Alright.
Raid teaching sour cream how to call somebody a spacker and Ulda.
Oh god.
Welcome to the grotto. Seasong Grotto, even. And both of you kind of walk into this, it's kind of like this small cavern, but you don't see anyone occupying it, other than, you know, the massive stone plinth in the middle. You even look behind it too, but there's really nothing there.
Sour cream admires the dodo carving on top of the little altar.
Like, as you kind of stare at, like, I assume Raid is actually investigating while Sour's just staring at the dodo.
Yeah. She does not know what investigation is yet. She understands that people are looking around for things, but she doesn't know enough to know what she's looking for.
And as,
Well-
like, both of you kind of, well, not really look around. One person's looking around. As, like, Sour's kind of examining the statue, you hear, like, a voice you can only describe as more cultured than anybody you've ever heard in Limsa. Like, I imagine Raid's had, like, a pretty formal upbringing, but,
Mm-hmm.
like, this voice sounds like it was high class from birth, you know? That kind of cadence, I
Wow.
guess you would call it.
Old money.
Or just the highly educated money. And this is very directed to the person who they assume is reading or trying to read the inscription.
Don't.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die.
He
Plus-
pulls a big gun. What the fuck?
Thus reads the sailor's requiem carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Lim's Elements have lived their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer for that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. We meet again, and her face kind of falters for a second. Or do we? My apologies, I fear I've mistaken you two for another. Something about you.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of like, she looks over to both of you. Your gate, perhaps? Well, no matter. What brings you two to the sacred place of seafarers, if I may ask?
Money.
Travel.
Well,
I'm a very simple man.
I thought myself on a trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Both of you kind of hear a roar from the only entrance to this cavern. Reload, and I move on instantly to the next scene. And all of you kind of turn around and you see this massive creature approaching you from the cavern entrance.
Grab the blamer.
Or perhaps not. Huh. Oh, I just realized this is
I feel like
Sour's first time seeing a Gobu.
oh, Sour Cream has like this vivid like flash of like that one tentacle mouth monster from the forest of Gridania, and like you immediately see her eyes get 10 times too wide for her face, and like immediately like tries to turn around and run.
Nope. Come back here.
Besides, it's like this is the only entrance.
She's trying.
As I suspected, the aetheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the three of us should come here, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of the secret?
If we beat him up, they'll tell us.
Perhaps you're right. Anyway, let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it may be.
Yeehaw.
I sent something awry with this creature. Be on your guard, the three of you. Two of you. Hope you're ready for a Gobu's battle.
We gotta make a fucking picture for Raidriar. I can't stand this shit.
We'll do it after.
Today we're looking at pictures of lizards.
I will boot up Final Fantasy XIV and make a new character on a different server. Just so I have, like... Anyway, the Culture Conjurer joins you on this fight. This is a boss, technically, so both of you can get a Fabula point. I'll give you guys one. I haven't given you guys one in a while.
Punch the Gobu to death. Hi, stage 1 Y'shtola.
No, that's the Culture Conjurer. You don't know her name yet. But who wants to lead the initiative roll?
Sour Cream would not be fighting this thing of her own volition.
Alright, so probably Raid. Alright, both of you roll your initiatives.
Ride 'em, cowboy.
Y'shtola gets to go too. Thankfully, there wasn't much chance you could lose this, to be honest. But you guys got to go first, so the order is PC Gobu, PC Gobu, PC Gobu.
I don't like that.
I don't know if this thing will hit you. I will adjust on the fly. But yeah, Y'shtola gets her name added to the list. This thing has a lot of teeth. And fun fact, its arms are stretchy. That's your cursed knowledge of the day.
Awful.
I open up the Gobu's sheet. This thing's a little bit stacked.
Oh god.
Anyway, who wants to go first? Unless you want Y'shtola to go first.
I smash.
I just know Sour is last. She needs to gain the confidence to hit this thing.
Alright. Alright, Raid, you hit it.
Wait, are we back at full health?
Yeah, we're back at full health. You had a resting scene. I should have mentioned
She's
that.
She's looking at Raidriar like he's crazy. She's looking at Y'shtola like she's crazy, and she's looking to see if there is a fucking out she can take.
Alright.
You know, that could be fun.
I am going to use soul weapons to turn all my damage to light damage.
Oop, sorry, ignore that.
Alright, soul weapons.
And I am then
Alright, you
going to
can
hit
perform
it
a free
with
check.
with my light imbued shields.
Alright, that will hit it as I open up my calculator. Oop. You hit it for a chunk of its health. It doesn't look like light affects it any more than any other creature would when you get hit by a shining shield. Well, probably not vulnerable to,
It's thematic, I'm just gonna keep it up anyway.
yeah. Alright, so that's Raid gone. Gobu.
Hey kids, it's me, Gobu.
No.
I don't... It probably have a Barney voice. Let's see. I spin the wheel. It swings for Raid.
Yay!
It does not hit. But it swings its, one of its arms at you. And... It stretches out more than you would expect, but you just smack it with your shield back, and...
No.
You hurt it a little bit, and it kind of rears its arm back, but you've avoided any damage. Anyway, you said Sour's gonna go last always?
For this turn.
Or this turn?
Yeah.
Now, how thematic do you want to make it?
Explain.
We can set a clock. How much convincing do you think it would take for you to, like, gain more confidence?
Good question. I was originally just gonna go after Y'shtola. Like, if she sees the other two are fighting, then she's like, ah, fuck it, here we go. But I think there should be a countdown if people's health gets low enough to where she could just fucking try to abscond.
I was gonna set a clock so that, like, you'll always go last, but people are mostly just Raid. But just try to give... Like, you could roll to give Sour confidence to fight.
I forgot to state also, he's going to reach down and attach his child leash to Sour Cream, so she can't run.
So, tell me, Sour Cream, how much convincing would it take for you to gain more confidence fighting?
She's going to fight because she doesn't have an out. But she just... I think she'd be too frozen in shock to attack other than last this turn.
Okay, so we can do a clock next time. Alright, Y'shtola's go. Actually, I'll let you guys decide. Do you want Y'shtola to fight or to buff you?
I think Y'shtola would fight.
But she is a conjurer at early stages, so...
True.
Fuck me, you are the healer.
Alright, to be fair, you don't really need it. Y'shtola's gonna cast Stone Skin onto Sour Cream.
Hey, hey, hey!
Creme de la creme.
Yeah, can you read it there? I think it's a public roll, right?
You allow a creature to focus their vital energy into accomplishing what they previously could not. Choose one attribute, dexterity, insight, might, or willpower. Until this turn ends, the target treats the chosen attribute as if it were one die size higher, up to a maximum of D12.
So she's gonna do some Sour. What thing do you want buffed?
Insight.
Insight? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you can just change that to a D10
Never
for
mind,
now.
dex. I guess dex.
Alright, you change your dex to a D12.
You made me think about it a little bit more.
The worst
I don't
thing
know
you
how
can
to
do.
change that.
You just highlighted and changed a 10 to a 12.
Oh, okay.
Just remember to change that back
Yeah.
once this is over.
I'm not gonna remember that. You're gonna have to remind me.
I'll do it later. I'll remind myself.
Do what I do, attach a chess clock to your move so that you can't overthink. It's all roleplay.
Oh god.
It's only roleplay? It always was. Alright, that's Y'shtola's turn. The thing is gonna go for another smackdown. This time on Sour Cream. We shall see, we shall see. Be our guest, be our guest. Put your dexterity to the test. What's your improved defense now that you got?
Not at all a threatening question.
It got a 17.
You are very lucky.
Alright, you do take 18 damage.
Ow! Haha! I'm in danger.
I am in danger.
I assume at that point your flight or flight response has to kick in.
Alright, I did 18 damage. I'm not to be dramatic, but I'm almost at half health. Smiles?
Fine.
Smiles? Yeah, her fight or flight has definitely kicked in, which is a problem.
Alright, it's time to fight.
Yeah.
What
Let's see,
am I
hold
gonna
on.
do?
Hold on. I gotta figure out.
If you want to look at your offensive spells, you just click on the name of the offensive spell and it'll pull it up. Oh yeah, I forgot that's something you can do.
Yeah!
What?
Do you want to describe this to Raid?
Acceleration. You bend the fabric of time. Until the spell ends, the target gains the ability to perform a single additional action during each of their turns. Once the target has performed the total of 2 additional actions granted by the spell ends.
Let's do the time warp again.
Who do you want to give this to?
Me? What the fuck?
It is just a jump to the left, and not a step to the right.
Alright, so I used 20 MP for that.
Alright,
Put your
so you're
hands
down
on
to
your hips
36.
and bring your knees in
Alright.
tight.
I assume the
And
additional
then-
action starts now, unless you want to save it for next round.
I'm going to save it for next round because I have an idea.
Alright.
And then, metaphorically, or like, in the scene, she like takes a step back behind Raid.
Nope, get back out
So
here.
she moves like behind here after doing some weird shit. Hold on, where do I have it? Yeah, this.
Oh!
Yeah, you see that happen, and then sour cream scoots behind you.
The
They're
fuck did I
very,
just
very
witness?
fast.
He
There
like
we
starts
go.
rubbing his eyes like, what the fuck did I just see? You know what, you don't pay me enough to think about this shit. Punch!
Y'shtola kind of sees that, and she doesn't outwardly say anything, but now she looks at you like she's 10 times more interested. Anyway, the Gobu gets one more go, and you see it like kind of like puff up its arms, but it doesn't do anything this turn.
Is it my turn?
Yep. We have reset the timeline, so it is your guys' go.
You're no sick punch! I'm gonna Fabula point that.
Alright. Reroll it. Much better.
Alright.
Alright, where do you smack? Do you just give it like the good old smack in somewhere?
I just punch
just
it
punch it.
clear in the face.
Do you even punch with the shield? Do you just punch with your free hand?
The shield's gotta be point first.
Alright. 14 damage. It is clearly shaken, but it still has a lot of fight in it. Alright, the Gobu, it is done preparing. I will tell you what it does now. It has spent a turn to prepare, now its regular beatdown attack can hit 2 targets. So, I roll it.
You trying to kill me, Steven?
I roll it. It's aiming for Y'shtola and sour cream.
I don't like that. Miss.
It misses you.
Miss. Ah!
It hits Y'shtola though. That's fine. Y'shtola kind of takes a light smack, but she, like most cats do, she lands on her feet.
No, I'm kidding.
Because Y'shtola does not have that much high of attack, to be honest. Or defense, I mean. Alright, Sour's turn. Turns. Unless you want Y'shtola to go, it's up to you.
No. Sour will go.
Sour will go. Now
Sour
that-
will go. Now that she's scary, Sour will go.
Yeah. Now that the flight or flight response is kicked in.
Hold on, I gotta open up my thing again. Do. Let's see if I can actually do the thing I wanted to do, by the way. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta read these real quick.
Take your time. It all gets cut out in post anyway. Leave save.
Okay, thanks, cool. All right, so I'm going to perform a ranged attack, yes, but I'm going to cast Barrage, so I'm going to spend 10 more mind points and gain multi.
Alright, so you're gonna hit it twice,
Attack.
basically. Yep.
Yeah, but I can hit it twice.
Oh, you want to hit it twice?
What? Twice?
Does that make
Alright,
sense?
yeah, because you're using acceleration to use Barrage again, or just...
We twice on the twice?
Yes.
So-
And does Barrage carry over? Hold on, how am I reading this? When you perform a ranged attack, you may spend to choose one option. The attack gains multi, or you increase the attack's multi-property by 1.
Okay, I think you gotta spend it twice then.
Ugh! I don't have twice. Mana. I'll use it once.
You'll use it once.
I'll use it once to do it twice. Yes.
Remember, you
Okay,
have
there we go.
IP, you can use to chug a mana potion.
True.
Don't forget inventory points are a thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Technically, you have
And
whatever
then-
items you need on your person.
And then I'm going to roll the short bow
Alright, so you deal 19
There we
damage
go.
twice.
twice. Yes. So that is a grand spanking total of 38 damage. And then I'm going to do one more attack with the... one more attack, or should I? Classes. Repelling shot. One more targets, ranged attack. That would deal damage. What am I doing? Nope, ignore that.
I got rid of it.
What is this? What the fuck? How does that work?
So basically, it's
Deadly.
like it's like two things. If you guard, you can make your next attack deal 2 extra damage, or you may perform a free attack. It's while guarding, but the damage is, you know how like attack rolls in this are like high roll plus whatever. It would just be whatever your base bow damage is.
That's interesting.
But you get the benefits of guard either way.
Okay. I don't like that one. I'll just do more damage.
It'll just do more damage.
I like damage. I just like damage.
So I just want to. So you're gonna use repelling shot. Or you're just gonna attack normally.
I'm just going to attack normally.
All right, roll it. Wow, you're really living up to your DPS name.
Damage.
Raid, faster than you can blink, Sour Cream has filled this thing with more arrows than you would think she could fire. And you're not quite sure why, but you're not paid to think about it.
Yep.
Anyway, the Gobus, actually, no. You know what the Gobu does? It sneezes.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh, we're in trouble.
It sneezes on Raid.
Why? Why?
The
But
wheel
your-
has
But
spoken.
your dexterity, you
Worse.
have been slowed because you are covered in Gobu snot. Your dexterity die is reduced by 1.
I don't
You're-
even think it could hit Sour Cream at that because she's behind you.
You hear him start to gag.
But yeah, you go from where you were. No, you were already at a d6. Look on the bright side, you
Yeah.
can't get any slower.
He's definitely gonna vomit.
Anyway, that's the Gobu's turn. It takes over to Y'shtola Raoul.
Uh,
Do you guys want her to attack or do you guys want her to heal?
Catwoman, mommy.
It's up to her.
Heal.
It's up to her. What will Y'shtola do? She's not that hurt, to be honest. So what she is going to do is that she's going to cast... I gave her 3 healing spells. She's going to cast Stone. She's going to throw a stone at someone. Wow, Y'shtola. You could be a bit better at attacking. Whatever, she hits her stone ability. You see her conjure a stone and just throws it at this Gobu. You guess it hurts because it looks like it's
Is
reeling
it like
back.
a pebble or is it like a rock?
It's kind of vague, isn't it, in the game? I assume it's like a pretty decently sized rock just sent flying at you. But the Gobu is in fact hurt. In fact, you would even call it on its last legs. That last barrage really did a number on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do things again, by the way. I'll probably go first, because she's in fight or flight.
Yeah. Let's see, the Gobu only moved twice, right? Yeah, so, the Gobu swings. It swings at Raid. Well, bam.
Why?
17.
What did I do to him?
You take 18 damage.
Why?
You block one attack, but you don't see the follow-up coming. It's like the 1-2 punch.
Fucking haymakered by a Gobdu.
Yeah. You're sent flying, not a far distance, but you it's like, you know, that thing where somebody gets hit, but like they dig their heels in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving on. Who wants to go first?
I do.
Alright. Sour cream.
Alright, I do another, what was it? Barrage, I believe?
Yep.
Yeah, I do another barrage. Which I think is a 10 more mind points.
Yeah, 10 more mind points.
My mind points. Anyways. I roll. Where are my rolls? Where is my roll?
Where is your bow?
No rolls, only sadness.
Alright,
Was I
so
hit or
you do
no?
16 damage twice.
Yep. Just 32 damage. And then, for funsies, because she is a little hurt, I'm gonna use energy drain.
Alright, so remember... It doesn't have much magic defense. Alright, so remember, you left-click yourself, and you double right-click the Gobu. Then you hit energy drain.
Alright. Left click myself. Double thing that. Did it do
Yeah,
it?
it worked, yeah.
Wow, I didn't even see. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. There we go.
Welcome
I
to
sucky
lag.
sucky. And how much energy did I get? I'm doing math. You recover equal to half the hit.
half of
So
23.
I covered like 11?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, 11. So anyways, that happened, and he took 23 dark damage.
Yeah, but this thing's dead now. It kind of just collapsed. You want to describe how your
Die.
energy drain looks?
The energy drain look.
Energy drain in game kind of looks like
I imagine it looks like I just...
it looks
what
like
does it look like in
lightning in
game?
game, basically.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that! Cannon!
It doesn't look like much, to be honest. It's kind of like a gap spell
It
for
would be
Summoner and Scholar.
Interesting if it looked like... It would have looked interesting if it was like... Almost looks like the ether is being like sucked out of it and into Sour.
That works.
And like used to repair wounds. That's scary.
But alas, the Gobu falls over, just it kind of collapses onto the ground. And the Cultured Conjurer immediately like kind of puts away her little like stick twig staff and goes to inspect it. But you two feel compelled to look at something.
Huh. Oh.
Just something that wasn't there before. Just imagine there's two. Because I was too late to Photoshop a second crystal in.
I look at Sour Blue.
Blue.
Grab Blue. Grab L, grab R Blue.
Oh my god, they grabbed blue.
You're right, it's crystal meth. The blue. No.
I can't believe we were blue-pilled.
Exactly what he was hoping for. I have found my payment for this operation.
As you both...
I'm gonna make so many fake materia out of you.
And like, as both of you kind of hold on to it, like, it feels like the world falls away from the both of you. And both of you are standing side by side in this black void as just an endless amount of meteors seem to fall from the heavens. Which I can show you right now.
Too many meteors.
It's gonna look much, much worse, but this is a rough representation of what I could make.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know, right? I worked hard on this, believe it or not. It makes you
I
feel
am very proud of it. Well done.
Yeah, but like meteors are surrounding both of you. But you hear like this voice that sounds familiar but doesn't. Hear, feel, think.
Oh god, not this again.
Crystal bearers, I am Heidelin. All made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
Sorry.
And as if have faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. And like, both of you kind of turn around and this giant crystal floats before the two of you. You'll see it in a second. Eidolon's really big, by the way.
Wasn't like her thing supposed to be like a planet-sized crystal almost?
Almost,
Whoa.
yeah. It's like, it was probably bigger when she was made, to be honest. Journey forth, and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my children, and shine thy light on all creation. And don't sell it. She kind of just sneaks that one in there at the very end.
And don't sell it.
Ain't I a stinker?
And... What the...
Ow!
Yeah.
A pounding headache. It feels like a stake is being driven into your skull.
Ow!
Both of you kind of feel like you're somewhere and someone else. And a voice like Heidelin's, but much, much kinder. Really? The famed warriors of light had such humble beginnings? You both hear like this really melodic laugh. Incredible! Would that I could have been there to see it. And your headache starts going away as you both kind of fade back into your actual reality.
Not back to reality.
Sour Cream is so confused.
I have no idea what's going on to you.
Because that seems like that could be a memory. She has no memories, right? So that could be a memory, but also she heard Warriors of Light. So is it a memory? What do you mean humble beginnings? What is happening? She's so confused. Is that a memory?
both of you kind of blink back to it since you're both kind of laying down on the ground. Both of you kind of notice, like, whatever wounds you might have had were kind of patched up. Unfortunately, Raid, no, you're still covered in Gobu. Not.
Immaculate. Think of it as like moisturizer.
No, I won't think of it like that. Thank you very much.
And the Mikote you saw is, like, kind of looking over, like, well, she's now holding a knife.
Mommy.
Oh.
Awake again, are we?
He doesn't actually say that.
Unfortunately, the poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought, and she kind of, like, with a deftness you don't expect, she kind of throws the blade upwards and catches it back in her hand. It does, like, a few spins in the air.
She
I
kind of
just-
sexy.
Yeah.
This blade,
Hot.
I found it into the Gobu's back.
Ow.
And you see her kind of, like, start, not juggling it, but kind of, like, throwing it up and down. Not like, fast, like, a really experienced person would, but it looks like she kind of picked something up from someone. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It appears that our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, radical being the most probable. In any event, you two seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of Aether?
I don't know what any of these words mean.
I was told mine was all fucked up.
I just kind of lean over to say, do you understand a goddamn word she's saying?
I know that mine is effed up.
Your
So I
what?
know we Aether.
Which one
We
of
all
these? I don't know which one of those words was the relevant one.
Okay, so Aether is like this thing that I learned is like in our bodies. And
He's like
like
very intently.
people use it to do magic. But it's also something we all have, and all the plants have as well.
Couldn't everybody do magic?
So like no, because I think there's more to it. So like in Gridania, the
Fair
whole forest has like an aether system through it. Like it's sentient almost.
Forest giant plant.
Mm-hmm.
Your Stola kind of cuts in here. Like,
We have definitely been ignoring Istola.
but now she's like, I don't know what happens to the crystals of light, because, like, sometimes they fade into your body, but sometimes, like, you can pull it out, just like, I don't assume you carry it.
I always assumed the Warrior of Light had a very secret pocket sewn into the flap
Secret
of their
tunnel!
back skin.
But it's just the belly button, right?
Yep.
Secret tunnel.
She's, like, focused on the crystal, but she is giving you two a mini lecture. Well, most people have a capacity to use some form of, I believe you described it as magic. All the ways this manifests depends on what school of magic you follow. I know the
Magic.
Is it
arcanist
called
of...
magic in game?
It's, I think magic's the broad term for it, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but I think, Yashola's here speaking in more specifics. The arcanists of, the Arcanist Guild, they manipulate their own Aether using, different... she's clearly now in lecture mode. The Arcanists of the guild, they use, geometric equations to manipulate their own Aether to either summon something, or attack or debilitate.
He's fully invested now that they mentioned math.
Yes, Have you ever seen one of the constructs that the Arcanists are capable of summoning? I believe
Yes.
the carbuncles.
Yes, I have.
In those cases, that is an etheric equation they are powering to make a construct of their own ether. Other schools of magic, much like Conjury or Thaumaturgy, they manipulate their own aether and aspect it to different elements to attack. I know a little bit of Conjury, so I can aspect things to either Earth as a main attacking, or air, or even healing. While Thaumaturges of Ulda, they will either manipulate, they will turn their own ether into blazing infernos, or debilitating lightning, or freezing ice. Was that enough of a impromptu lecture for the two of you?
He's giving like very light applause.
Sour zoned out, quite frankly.
Oh, we're gonna be the worst warriors of light.
Well, the schools of magic aren't for everyone.
Not paying attention. The Raid is fascinated, but doesn't understand a word of what's being said to him other than the math. Like,
Anyway, she
hey,
kind of,
he's just being polite.
in the meantime, she like holds out the knife for one of you to take.
Sour takes it.
I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning your private's probable involvement in this murky business.
What's a patron?
The
Like a
person who
god?
paid us to do the job.
Oh, a personal god.
The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. And she kind of gives you both, like, a little parting bow. May our paths cross again under the light of the crystal. And as she kind of walks away, you kind of hear her mutter to yourself, just, well, this has been a day of unexpected revelations.
Oh boy, she's one of those.
And she kind of
Smart.
dodges around to Gobu.
There's a point where you become so smart you start talking to yourself, and that's, a little weird.
I don't know, everyone in the Conjurers Guild was like that.
They're Gridanians, we expect them to be crazy.
Okay. I understand what they meant about the outside world now.
Oh, were they giving you one of those lectures? Yeah, we hear those a lot. No, they're just weird. Just like, they are very strange. They don't even want to make money. I don't understand that. Okay.
I don't know,
Point
they
of
seem all very content in Gridania. For the most part. Except for that one guy. He did not like me very much.
Did you punch him in the face?
I didn't have to. I had a friend who did.
Works. But yeah, Gridanians are cool, but you gotta understand that the rest of the world, they're a little weird.
Okay.
Look at all this information you're learning.
Am I a little weird?
A lot of weird.
Keep in
but
mind, Sour Cream is 4'11", small little round faced person. With big
pretty
old
weird.
eyes.
yeah, pretty weird.
Oh,
I mean, being weird ain't a bad thing.
Okay.
You're weird in a fun way.
okay.
Just don't be weird in the lectury way, and people will like you.
Okay.
She's wondering what luxury way means.
He will
She
not
feels-
elaborate further. He will pat her on the head and keep walking.
Exactly!
Right, eventually both of you end up back in. You're not gonna fucking believe it. You're back at this place.
Wow!
How long do you think that would have taken you guys? Let's say you set out like, like mid-morning.
I can't imagine more than 2 hours, quite
It's
honestly.
been a fun little adventure.
Anyway, let's say it's lunchtime. Both of you kind of walk into the mess hall and just plop down at your seat next to Stalwern.
Sour hands over a knife silently and
Ah,
does
and
not
that-
elaborate.
Found that in the back of an angry gobdo.
well, right glad am I to see both of you safely returned. I almost feared I sent you to your death. Well, at least he yielded something of interest. And he kind of, like, examines the knife more carefully. Well, it is a knife. This would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder.
That was what the hot cat lady said.
Do you
She was
say
pretty
that just straight out?
He lets that slip out, but then he slaps his hand over his mouth.
It's okay. Sour agrees as the hand is going over. Just
She was pretty hot.
I wasn't aware you would
But
know
she
what that
says-
means.
she does say hot, like in quotations almost. Like she gets the gist of it, but she doesn't understand the slang.
Huh. Yeah, like, you see Stalwart, like, squint. Well, Makotes aren't really a part of my— Oh, Y'shtola! Like, he pretty audibly snaps. Or, he snaps his fingers, like, I got it. Well, I won't judge. She's been in Limsa Laminsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an— he kind of, like, does air quotes. Hot looking lass, I grant you. But she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers.
It seemed like she had stumbled onto whatever had drawn them out there in the first place, and we just all ended up in the same place.
Well, anyhow, I'll warn my lads and lasses to be on guard against her schemes. Just the temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist for some of them. And he kind of, like, leans back in his, like, chair as, like, food gets brought out to the both of you. It's a medium lunch, not a heavy one, not a light one.
Oranges.
And not to say that Admiral Merwabib's decree was anything too bad. I understand the need to reorganize all of the— he does air quotes again, pirates, to something a bit more city-state worthy. It's just that quite a few crews out there kind of resent the old admiral for her decree. Ah, that's the city of pirates for you. Anyway, there is something else I would like the both of you to look into, but that can save for after lunch.
Lunch. Minecraft eating noises.
Yeah, we're kind of catching up on bonds at the moment, so you can go ahead and make another one, because this is another resting scene, so go ahead and restore all of your HPs and stuff. You have a nice, fulfilling lunch.
Lunch. We're gaining a lot of bonds, aren't we? How many bonds can we have?
You guys are up to 3. You can have a total of 6, but you can probably fit more in there if you wanted to.
I now
Okay.
have loyalty and affection towards sour cream in the end.
Congratulations.
Yeah, these are very nondescript ones.
It's meant to run the whole gamut, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
There's so many human emotions.
Me saying that out of context, sour cream, what?
What? Could you imagine that was just something you both saw but never mentioned to each other? It's like, oh, our bond went up.
Da 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 da
Social
da.
link up.
You hear all the sound effects in your brain, you just never tell anyone. Oh, we got a quest.
Oh.
What?
Why? Because I think we're going mad. I'm fairly certain this is a shared delusion.
So did you
Bonded
all...
pair.
Are we ever gonna talk about what we saw now?
Oh.
I'll do that at the beginning of next one, but that is the end of what I have planned. This was chapter 2.
Yay!
Yay!